Hey, how's everybody doing on this great day today? Why is it a great day? Let me tell you, glad you asked. Royal Oasis is coming to you yet again. What are we coming to you with? Knowledge. So we're going to be dropping some jewels, giving you some gems, just giving you some free information, right? So, we pride ourselves on skin cares as licensed esthetician. Hey, our sole bread and butter is taking care of people's skin, but also teaching them how to take care of skin and help to identify some potential skin issues and things of that force. So this evening, and no disrespect to our female clientele, but tonight's education, if you will, tidbits of information, nuggets, whatever you want to call it, is 100% focused on men. Yes, men, I need you to turn up, do what you need to do, but I need you to pull up a chair, and I'm gonna promise I won't keep you long, but I'm gonna give you some great information about skincare. So, I was talking to some of my male associates, and they were talking about men's skincare. They were talking about the trips to the barbershop where the barbers won't tell you what they don't tell you, or some of the myths and stereotypes. One of them that came up in the conversation was, hey, men who wash their face consist of water. End of comment. End of statement. Men say, all I need is water, and that's considered cleaning my skin. I can even go a little bit further. Some men say, I don't wash at all. Okay, so we're going to do a deeper dive into the importance of skincare, some of the skin potential problems that people might have along this path. But again, Royal Oasis, I want to do a big round of applause to the CEO and owner of Royal Oasis, my beautiful wife, Zenobia Dyson. So thanks to her launching this big effort to give back and get the information out. So if everybody is ready, if the ladies have pulled your men and pulled them to the couch, now it's time. Hey, females, if you want to watch, please watch, and then you share the knowledge, right? So, okay, so here we are. We're going to get started. Stay focused. And again, transparency is key. So if you have questions, I'm going to get some handles at the end of this call so you know how to reach out to us, okay? All right, so let's get started. Let's dive in. Let's go into this next slide. So, why is skincare important? Okay, well, that's a very good question. Well, we got an engaged audience in here tonight. They're just throwing questions at me already. So, why is good skincare important? Well, let's talk about it. If you see an individual and they might have signs, like let's just throw a hypothetical situation out there. You look at this person, they're 20 years old, right? But they look like they're 65 years old, right? It might be because they didn't take care of their skincare. They wasn't educated in skincare, right? So let's talk about it. So your skin and the importance of the skin. Number one, it is the protection of your entire body from your head all the way down to your toe. So this is key. So just like anything in the human body, if you don't take care of certain components in the body, then the body will not respond well to weather or things, sunshines or things of that nature, lack of water or hydration into the body. So just remember, the skin that you have here is a barrier, and what we call this in the aesthetics world is called your acid mantle. So that's a proper layer that lays right on the very surface of your skin that consists of oil and water. So don't forget, water is the major part of the human body. It compensates about 80% of the human body, so it is critically important to help this barrier. But did anybody ever know that the skin is also waterproof? Okay, people says, how can you test that? Well, stand out in the rain a little bit. Watch the water bead up and it'll fall off your skin, but your skin does not absorb that water in the manner that you would think so. Have you ever thought about if you were in a body of water and you just totally relax your skin, your body, your skin becomes a human flotation device? Wow, this is very impressive. So when this body was put together, it was put together well. Another thing about this body protection, it is about 6 to 9 pounds in weight. Wow, that's really impressive. But more so, it is the largest organ in the human body, right? I'm not going to take you down that long road. We're not going to get into all the deep diving into it, but I just want to keep things surface and really direction towards the point of getting down that road to skincare. But I can't take you there until you know a little bit more about your skin. So Also, what are some of the functions that might be associated with this human body and specifically your skin? Well, the skin is used for absorption, secretion, excretion. The way that it evacuates itself from the body, it is a heat regulating instrument. Have you ever noticed that when you get cold, your body shivers? Have you ever noticed that when you have a certain sensation, your hairs stick up on your skin, or when you're warm and you're in that, your skin actually lays down and then your skin takes on a manner of moisture, even some type of a fluid build up on your skin as well. And then again, like I said, it is your protection. It's also responsible for certain sensations that you pick up throughout your skin. So let's talk about a little bit of fun facts here. Everybody ready? We like doing fun facts here at Royal Oasis, right? So every minute your body sheds about 3,000 dead skin cells. Okay, I said dead skin cells. I didn't say living. That's every minute. That means these dead skin cells are falling off. They're all over your carpet. But more importantly, they still are dead skin cells, but they're on you, right? So just like anything else that dies, if it starts to collect and it starts to do certain things within the body on the nature of the skin, then it starts to build up and then problems can begin to take place. So even later on in this education, we're going to start to talk about exfoliation, the way to get off those dead skin cells and the importance of it, right? So you got to make room for the new ones, so you got to get rid of the dead ones, right? Also, be mindful that the skin has 3 layers, right? It has 3 layers on the skin. Any esthetician that you talk to will work on the very first layer of the skin. So you're keeping up with me, right? That's what you want to really focus on. That is the layer of the skin that is vital to everything else. That first barrier, just like in war. If you get through that first barrier, you have a strong ability to taking over whoever you're in opposition with. So we got to protect it. All right, everybody with me so far? Okay, man, I need you. Hey, stand up, walk around, do what you got to do. You got to get this information. It is key. Also, the skin is the thickest on your palms and on your hands and at the sole of your feet. So if you ever wondered on the bottom of your sole why, it's still a part of skin. So again, that's a fun fact. But the myth has been said that that white layer appearance that you have, and the roughness or the thickness of those layers, they were perfectly designed, but it is all part of your skin. So everybody still with me? Okay, let's get on to the next slide. So I got your attention. We're going to keep those going. So then you also have to identify what your skin type. So on my slide that you will see here, you're presented with oil, dry, and combination. But the actual facts of this is there are actually 4 types of skin. The first type of skin is a normal skin. I don't think that I want to really do a deep dive. If you have normal skin, that means it's perfectly balanced out. It's not dry. It's not oily. It's not a combination. There's a perfect balance within your body. So if that's you, hey, great. But if you have oily skin, or if you have dry skin, or if you have combination skin, it's not the end of life. You just need to know what type of skin that you have, so you'll know how to take care of it, how to clean it, how to moisturize it, and how to maintenance your skin. Okay, everybody still with me here? Okay, great. So typically when you see a person with oily skin, to all the way to the left of your screen here, you will see that this gentleman has a lot of oil buildup on his skin. So sometimes if you're looking in the mirror, your pores will be wider if you have oily skin, right? So that oily nature normally takes place in what we call a T-zone. T-zone starts from your forehead and it goes down towards the middle line of your face and it ends at your chin. So that's considered your T-zone. That's the place where you would typically see people with oily skin. Now, the dry skin normally collects on men around what we call is your U-zone, and that's the area of your face that's potentially always dry. And if you see the gentleman in the middle, he looks like he's itching, his irritation, you might associate that with hair, or what we call pseudofolliculitis, razor bumps, or a skin irritation that they think that is related to the hair. Men, let me educate you, it does not have to be caused by razor bumps or what we call pseudofolliculitis. It could actually be the skin there in that area is dry. And then a simple relief from that is put some moisturizer on it, right? But here's the thing. We're going to talk about the proper way to do it. If it's itching, don't slap moisturizer on. Make sure it's clean first, okay? All right, it sounds like I'm being funny, but I'm dead serious, right? You know, it's kind of like the age-old addict that they talked about before. Okay, you don't take a bath, you go and play outside in basketball for 2 hours, and then the first thing you do is you walk inside, I'm running late for an appointment, you put cologne on that. Okay, think about it. That's going to catch up to some of you guys later. All right, and then you have combination skin. So that's self-explanatory. It's a combination between oily and dry skin. So one of the things that you want to know is that when you have combination skin, you have two types. You have type 1 and type 2. So let me briefly talk about it. So if you have type 1, you typically have a normal to oily type of skin, right? So, and then you're dry on your cheeks, right? So then type 2 is where it's oily in your T-zone and normal to dry around your cheek area. So that's really good information that you need to. We treat clients every day and we ask you, do you know what your skin type is? Some clients say, my skin is oily, but when we're looking at it, it is completely dry. So what they've been doing is they've been treating the skin that they believe was oily when it should be treated as dry skin, right? So if you have oily skin, then you should be treating yourself with oil-based products, right? So we're going to apply a little bit of math to that as we get a little bit further in this presentation here today. So we're going to go into our next slide. We're going to start to talk about some factors that can aid you, right? So a lot of people really don't understand what you do that can aid your skin. Some things you do, some things you just inherited. It's called life. So in our field, we call intrinsic aging and extrinsic changing, all right? So let's talk about intrinsic first, right? So that's your natural aging process, right? That deals with time, genetics, and gravity. Okay, let's start with gravity first. What does gravity do? Gravity pulls down, gravity pulls down, gravity pulls down. So if you start to see people and you look at it and look at their skin is just kind of sagging, it's pulling away from its body and things of that nature, that's because of gravity. But there's things that you can do to counteract that, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Time. You ever heard time catches up with everybody? So your baby birth suit that you have and your end of life birth suit is way different, right? The body composition is different. Things in the body are starting to break down. There are certain nutrients in the body that the body just has not the ability to adapt it. But have you ever went into society, and I've seen my wife do it, and she's just like, ma'am, you have beautiful skin. And then she said, well, thank you very much, right? The person that took care of their skin. So the person that she was talking to, for an example, this person that she was talking to said, girl, you look good for like 40 or 50 years old. And one said, thank you, honey, but I'm like 80. I'm like, what? Boss your skin, right? That's something that we'll talk about a little bit later on. But I've also had the same encounter in some males. And I'm looking at this guy, and he's like 80, 85, and I wish I had the skin that he did. So he must have did a great thing. But guess what? He could have had good genetics as well. Okay, you still with me? Still with me? Okay, good. All right, everybody's still with me. All right. And then we got extrinsic aging, right? These are external or outside factors that speed up the process of aging. Let's talk about it. Sun exposure. That is one of the biggest things that's out there. And I've heard this, and this is no disrespect to any other culture that's out there. Some people say black don't crack. Well, I'll tell you what, black do burn up in the sunshine because we don't know how to protect our skin. But that's everybody. If you don't do the proper things, because what does sun do, right? There's some positive components to the sun, but I'm really focusing on extrinsic aging in this aspect. It shoots down rays, right? UVA, UVB, those UVBs, those are the ones that I'm really focusing on today because those are the ones that actually starts to penetrate through the skin that can cause harm where you get burnt from. So, and then also smoking, right? So smoking and drinking, that's real big. So if you're a smoker, if you're a drinker, you got to understand that smoking and drinking is having an impact in your body. It's messing with your blood circulation system. It's actually polluting your body. So it stops the body's natural condition from moving air, oxygen supply, food supply through the body so it can process and get to the skin. Everything is connected to the skin. Okay? And here's another one, stress. Oh, man, my wife, Corey, you look stressed in your face. I look what? I look stressed in my face. And I was just like, dark wrinkle underneath of the eyes. Stress and wrinkles across your forehead. I think she told me before, Corey, looked like your head is just permanently matted that way. Smile sometime. Relax your forehead, right? Stress can do that. Here's another major one, unhealthy diet. Here at Royal Oasis, we talk about water hydration like nobody's business here. We talk about eating the correct foods, a healthy diet, eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, and getting away from things that are potentially harmful to your body. Hey, I'm stretching out there. I'm reaching out to you high consumption pork eaters out there, those high salty intake people. I'm really speaking to you, right? And lack of sleep, rest. Your body needs time to rejuvenate, replenish itself. And if you're always on the go and you're not getting good, restful sleep, then it impacts your skin and it impacts the ability to protect you the way it was designed for you to do. And here's the big one, me included, lack of exercise. All right, there's no muscle memory, you have no cardio, so that means that blood circulation cannot move through the body and properly replenish the skin like it should. So are we still there? Okay, that's great. So let's move on to that. So other factors that are involved, you can go to the next slide. Other factors that are involved when we're talking about that as well is just life in general, what you do, what you don't do. All that stuff is impactful. So if you're really serious about taking care of your skin, minor adjustments that you need in your life can make a major impact on your skin. So let's talk about what your daily treatment regimen should be like. So as you can see on the slide, there's 4 points there here. The very first thing is cleansing, all right? And the second thing is exfoliation. Third is toning. And then fourth is moisturize. We can go to the next slide. So let's talk about cleansing real quick. So we're going to talk about some of the do's and we're going to start to talk about some of the don'ts in here. The one thing that is critical to cleansing is wash your hands. I'm going to tell you, the most way that infections are carried, the most way that is moving throughout this land, we've seen this with COVID and everything that else came out, is because you had your hands and you touched one person and you shook hands and then you went to your face. Oh my goodness, there you go. So that's also common when you see that you start to have some of those facial breakouts as well. So also remember that you must wash your hands. Keep your hands nice, keep them clean, and keep them moist, right? We're going to talk about that later when we get to step number 4. Right? Always use a new washcloth or a sponge, a non-porous type sponge, right? So let's talk about it. If you're in the shower and you have a washcloth, so let's talk about it. You just took something that's used to bathe your entire body, your orifices of your body, and then the last place that you want to touch is your face, right? So what you want to do is you don't want to mix that body components into it. You should have a separate washcloth specifically for your face. And this washcloth, men, needs to be changed on a regular. That ain't just for your face, that's for your body. Don't leave the towel, the washcloth sitting in the bathroom for 2 weeks, 3. That's called microorganisms that are building in there. If you're a hot shower, then there's other things that are growing in there or potentially could grow in there. You have to know it. Smell your washcloth. That foul odor that's kicking out of your washcloth means you need to change it. Those are microorganisms, germs in there. All that filth off your body that are still living inside of your washcloth. Don't be fooled because you slap soap on it and then you rinse it. Don't think that everything is rinsed out. Okay? Thanks so much for that. I'm going to be hard on the men on this one a little bit. Come on, it's time to step up and take care of your skin. Also recommend mild cleansers. All right, your cleanser should be based on your skin type. Remember, we just talked about it earlier. We talked about what cleansers based on your skin type. Know what your skin type is, and if you do not, please give us a call. Please book an appointment. Come see an aesthetic so we can get you right, okay? So you won't be going to the store and just really wasting your money, just giving the money to somebody else because they know that you're going to come back because your skin needs help, right? So, and then also cleanse yourself, cleanse twice a day. So when you get up in the morning, you should have a cleansing regimen, right? When you go to bed at night, you should have a cleansing regimen, okay? At least twice a day, right? And then make sure that whatever you do in a cleansing regimen, that you're not scrubbing, and always pat dry and gentle. You got to take care of the skin. So yes, by nature, men's skin is thicker than female skin, right? But you still got to take care of your skin and know what your skin type is. So let's talk about it. If I have dry skin, don't go out and purchase a product that's mostly water-based. So here's the key. The first ingredients on any product, the first 5 ingredients is the ingredients that's most, and typically the ones that are most harmful or the most beneficial to you, okay? It's going to be printed right there. Remember the first 5. Put that into your head. So again, if you have dry skin, do not use a water-based product. Let me give you an example. My wife has this product by here, and on this, it says right here, cleansing oil. So this would be good for a person that has dry skin. So also remember that if you have oily skin or oily-based skin, this one here, you can buy this at any store. It's called micellar cleansing water. This is a great cleanser. If you're that person that's on the go, you don't want to invest all that time, this here and this gets it off. All right. And then you have another one. This is by Skin Script, excuse me. One of my brands that my wife is in business partnership with. This is a green tea and citrus cleanser. Green tea is so great for the skin. It supplies the skin with antioxidants. It is really a great one. So that's your lesson for that. So some of the things you want to be careful of, I said this before, scrubbing your face, and then these bar soaps that's out there on the market. Oh my goodness. Do you know what you're getting in your bar soaps and your body wash? So here's one right here from GJ Organics, right? This is a 100% natural organic bar of soap, free of lye. It is free. What's the other name out there, Zenobia? Parabens. It is 100% safe for your skin. It's gentle for your skin. We make this in 3 brands. But if you go to the store in your store, purchase in person, please know what you're getting in the brand. I know some people says, man, you gotta get you some Ivory soap. Ivory soap will dry you out, right? Know your skin. If you know your skin, you're gonna know what to feed the skin to get the skin back in order, right? So this is really good. Read product labels. We don't read product labels anymore. We go in a grocery store and the first thing we get is the big brand, hey, it's all organic. Well, how can it be organic if they raised it in soil that's incorporated with manure? Right? That's not organic, people. Don't be fooled by, hey, my soap has aloe vera when it only has 1% in there. That is watered down. That is cut down. You have no benefit in it. So know what you need to know about your skin. And again, Royal Oasis, we're here for you because we care about you. Okay, we're going to move into the next slide. I promised everybody that I was going to keep it moving, so we're going to keep it moving. Okay, so exfoliation. All right. So here's what it is about exfoliation. So this is where we talk about those dead skin cells, right? So you have to exfoliate your skin to start to get down deeper in that first layer of skin, to start to pull that stuff up and help slough away those dead skin cells. Start to open up those pores and start to get down there and do a nice, gentle scrub. So the biggest thing that you want to do is apply it gently. Rub in a circular motion, not up and down, not side to side. Nice circular motion. And then if you need to, the one thing you have to remember, that any cleansing, any exfoliation that you're doing, you got to make sure that it's moist. You don't want it to stick to your hand. You don't want it to be moist. You don't want it to get caught, because the only thing you're doing is harming your skin and going to make your skin inflame. Your skin is not going to be happy whatsoever, all right? So do not leave any type of exfoliant on any more than 10 minutes. This is what we recommend, right? But one of the things that we stand by is, if you purchase a product, read the product label and go by the manufacturer's recommendation. Not what your friends say would work, not what this say would work. Go by the manufacturer's recommendation. Because if we go outside of that and something negative happens, then that person who manufactured will not be responsible for that, all right? And always remember to remove with warm water and then rinse thoroughly, because you do not want those micro beads that are in there to be on your skin. Because guess what? Anything you put on it, guess what you're still doing? You're still exfoliating your skin. So you want to make sure that you get everything off completely and then pat dry. And I said warm water because, remember, we're in a cleaning process. We do want those pores to be open so we can get in there and do that scrub. So here's some don'ts. No abrasive. No abrasive scrubbing. No scrubbing. Remember, scrubbing harder to get it clean. Now, that might work in the bathroom, but it does not work on your face, okay? And don't leave on it any longer than it's recommended. And definitely don't over exfoliate. So what I mean by over exfoliation, you went past the 10 minutes. You feel like I just need a scrub. Remember, when you got to exfoliation, you already did a primary or maybe even a secondary cleanser as well. So you already did that part, but you don't want to do it. You don't want to make your skin hypersensitive or cause any damage to your skin. So always remember that when you're exfoliating. Men, here's something that I got to caution you, ones that who likes to use the razors. Okay, let's talk about you razor users, right? Your razor use is a form of exfoliation. So you just use your exfoliation, then you went behind it with a razor, and then you wonder why your skin is hypersensitive, and then you got to let your hair grow and all these other damaging things that you're doing to your skin. So always remember that if you're shaving, you got to compensate that in there as well. So just please remember to also change your razor every 3 to 4 uses. Don't be old school and try to use that razor for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Come on, man. You have been shaving your skin. You exfoliate. You've dulled the blade. You need a nice, clean blade if you're going to be a razor. I personally do not use razor because they give me razor bumps. What I do is I use a professional barber trimmer. Find out what works for you and then stick at it, okay? Keep that skin nice and calm. We're going to go to that next slide. This is going to help you with your skin irritation as well. It's called toning, right? So the purpose of toning has a soothing property, and it calms any place on your skin that you've put it on, and it will also rehydrate the skin at the same time. So remember, you're stripping it down, Whatever you take away, you have to give back, right? So just remember that. All right. It also if you overwater and you overuse it, it can cause your skin to become dry and flaky. That's not what you want, right? You don't want to keep stripping without giving anybody back. It's recommended that you should tone at least twice a day, right? So at every stage, we recommend here, or this is what we do at the Royal Oasis, at every stage, if I did a cleansing, then guess what? I'm coming back and I'm toning, calming it back down. I'm getting any residual residue off of the skin, right? So you can use it. I mean, one of our popular ones that we like to use rose water. Rose water is really great. It's an anti-inflammatory. It is great for reducing inflammation. We also like to use cucumber toner as well. That is wonderful. It has a great aroma, and it's also an antioxidant. So that's really great. So one good thing I have to do, one other thing that I want to caution everybody on: do not overtone. Do not just keep putting it on. Be careful about what toners that you're picking up from the store. If it has an alcohol additive, alcohol dries the skin out, right? So you want to be careful about those. And then using of other combinations of that with other cleansers as well. So you want to try not to mix and start to dabble in this, that, and the other. Go from this product, and then before you know it, the products don't agree with each other. Then you cause a bigger problem than you had before, right? Okay, so we're getting there. We're almost getting down to the end of it. And here's that important piece that I want to leave you with. We can go to the next slide. So this next one is moisturize. Okay, one of the things that we cannot do enough is moisturize. Your body has just went through a nice cleansing and exfoliation. Let me backtrack. Exfoliation. If you have it done by a professional-based person, if you have exfoliated yourself, you should not be exfoliating your skin with a professional brand product at least for 28 days, because cell turnover does not start until the 28th days before it starts to rejuvenate itself. You're just wasting time and you're just wasting money when you do that. But let's talk more about moisturizers, right? So you should never just be using moisturizer by itself if you ever leave it out of the confounds of your house. You should always mix it with an SPF, right? So SPF is sun protection factor. We recommend that you use nothing less than 30, but at Royal Oasis, when you get a service by us, we will use nothing less than 50 on your skin, all right? All right, so that's what you want to do. So you want to make sure that you get a good, nice concoction together and a moisturizer. But another moisturizer that you don't want to do your research. You do not want to have anything that is going to be thick enough to start blocking off your skin pores, right? You want to use something what we call as non-comedogenic. That means something that does not clog you up. What's the butter, babe? I'm gonna throw it out there. Is that shea butter? Shea butter. Hey, that's the biggest brand. Let's get the shea butter. Well, shea butter blocks your pores. It blocks it off, and it's not helping you at all. So you got to get something light, like we use grapeseed oil. That's a good example of a light moisturizer that you can use as soon as you get out of the shower. Go ahead and put that oil on, pat yourself dry. You are good to go. Everything's locked in. Another good one that we like to use is a jojoba oil as well. So these are a couple of things that we're just recommending for everybody to use. Use a good moisturizer. But remember, read that label. If you're picking up a lotion and the lotion has mostly water in it, you are not helping your body at all. Get something that is a cream-based or something that is not harmful. It doesn't block off your pores. And here's the other thing. Somebody said, well, you can use too much. You can't use enough moisturizer. Well, actually, that's a misconception. You can use too much moisturizer. You slap it on layers on top of layers, and then you're actually blocking the body from doing its natural chemistry and process. You're just helping the body out for what you're trying to do in the first place. The other thing is, do not use an SPF less than 30. There are plenty on the market. But you have no benefit, and that's what that sun protection factor is. Because when that UVB ray comes down and starts to penetrate your skin, scientifically it is proven that if it starts to penetrate your skin, it cannot break the barrier at 30, right? So just mean that. That's why you want to go up. You have some protection, just go up a little bit higher. So is everybody still? I hope I'm not boring anybody, but I want to get you this information out, okay? Hot off the press. So we're going to go into the next slide. We're almost there. So in conclusion, then, if you care about yourself, if you care about your life, take care of your skin. Take care of your skin. Be the best example for yourself. And I'm going to leave you with some key words here. The key to health skin lies in the hands of the person who has the skin. That's you, that's me. It's not my spouse's responsibility. It's not my children's responsibility to take care of my skin. It's my skin. Take care of your skin. And then the importance of having and maintaining the skin. So getting this knowledge, practicing in this knowledge is used to keep your maintenance up. There's no difference in keeping maintenance up on your house, maintenance on your car. You have to maintenance this body. You only get one, and that's it. You only have one. And your daily regimen leads to healthy skin with a youthful appearance. So you can be 80, 90, 100 and have beautiful, glowing, radiant skin, male or female. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to leave you with this quote. There are a couple of quotes. Your skin is your business card. Invest in it. Come on now. Your skin is your business card. Invest in that. And then another one, another famous quote, which one that I love, boss your skin. You in charge of this skin. It's your skin. Be the boss of it and make the best out of your skin and your skin experience. I can't highlight this enough. We're so excited about skin. We're excited about getting it. This is just a pathway that we're going to be birthing out in the very near future. Royal Oasis U is coming out. So we're going to be offering up some training. We're going to get everybody right. But we're going to still keep giving this free knowledge to anybody who has a time and an ear to listen to the word. So we're going to go to this next slide, and I'm going to tell you how you can get in touch with Royal Oasis. And as you can see, it's here on the slide. I'm going to leave the slide up for just a little bit, but you can reach us on our website. Check us out, www.royaloassis-getjgc.com. That's www.royaloassis-gjc.com. You can also go to our Booksy app, and that's at royaloassis-gjbooksy.com. All right, so if you see us in the street, we got a QR reader. You can do that. You can also subscribe to our OS on our YouTube channel at Zenobia Dyson at 3175. That's Zenobia Dyson at 3175. So you can also follow us on Facebook on Royal Oasis. So you can go over there. You can talk to the people. Don't believe us. Look and read the testimony. Look, I tell you, like I tell everybody else, you don't have to believe me, but check us out. Right? We stand by the brand at Royal Oasis. Hey, we're going to be respectful of your time. I'm going to give you some of your time back. I thank everybody for taking the time to watch in this feed. We're so blessed to have you. My CEO is in the background. She's working AV today. I'm going to give her opportunities. Anything else that you want to say for all the viewers tonight? All right. She got a humble cap on, okay? So look, tune in and be standby. There's going to be more and more and more mint information that's going to be coming out. You'll be hearing from Zenobia, the CEO of the company. She's going to be pushing more information out. Just be on the standby and get ready. But again, you can always reach us as well at 240-210-1568. God bless you and have a good night.